This is Cobra Cat Commander, and this is a discussion of my favorite ship from My Little Pony, Applespike, which is Spike and Applejack. Um, it is a very, how do I explain it? A lot of people do ship it. Disney Fanatic does ship it occasionally, though her main ship is Fluttershy and Discord. Um, for me, uh, for me, the whole ship that started it was the episode of where Spike is trying to save Rarity, and you know he has that fishing pole in the hole, and he's daydreaming, and he almost kisses Applejack. This is what triggered the whole fandom in shipping Applespike. Um, for me, it makes sense when you watch the episode Spike at Your Surface. He acts clumsy. He's helping Applejack. No wait, before I get to that, uh, the fact that Applejack saved Spike from the Timberwolves, you know, he realizes, hey, he saved me. And that sudden realization, you see it in his freaking eyes. He walks over and he hugs her. And, that's, yeah, that's something else. And then he wants to service her, like, he wants to help her with the chores and everything. And he's screwing up every which way. And I think he's just trying too hard. In my mind, I think he's in love with her and he doesn't even know it. But that's my theory. That's a theory that some Apple Spike fans like to think. Though I know that our ship will never become canon, but it makes more sense. I mean, when you think about it, it's just a typical boy falling in love with a pretty girl, which is Rarity. She doesn't pay attention to him. She uses him. You know, what kind of shit is that? But in Spike at Your Service, Applejack actually cares about him, and she feels bad that he's helping her. She feels like she doesn't want to use him. She does not want to use him. She genuinely cares about him. He cares about his well-being, and from my experience with my own girlfriend, that's pretty much the girlfriend you want. The kind of girlfriend that kind of like, you don't have to do that. I don't want to, you don't have to do that. I love you. You don't need to do this. I feel like I'm using you. I don't want to take advantage of you. That's the way Applejack is. And the two characters do have similarities. Both of them are dedicated to their friends. They're both hardworking, though Spike can be a little lazy. And they're just damn cute together. Shit. They are cute together, and their interaction was nice. And I know, like season 1 or season 2, they did interact during the Canderlot episode where, Twilight's brother was like all hexed with the evil villain, which I can't really remember her name. I remember her name, I just can't pronounce it very well. But yeah, I got into the ship, and I'm still into this, and I still occasionally I still draw them, and I do write some fan fiction, which is on my DeviantArt. 2012, I got bored, and I couldn't find much of Applespike artwork, which nowadays there's a lot of it. And the Weaver, he does very good simple art, and he does the most cutest, wonderful Applespike. And I think that's what like kind of inspired me. So I drew my own comic. It became a trilogy, And I wrote the first one, or I drew the first one, and I can't remember the damn title. Um, I want to say it is called. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me look it up. I can't believe I forgot my own story. I mean, ain't that something? But yeah, I basically wrote this comic for myself because there has hardly ever been any artwork or comics in general. So I wrote it, I drew it. It had a bit of twisted humor, a little dark humor, a little oddball humor, um, and people seem to love it. People actually loved it overnight, and they faved it, and they commented it, and I mean, holy crap! I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, I cannot believe that my simple little comic became so popular. And because of this popularity, it kind of drove me to continue the story. And the story is called I Want to Know What Love Is. That's the first installment. Second is called Welcome to the Family. And then the last, but not least, The Wedding. Um, I now am, like I said, I love the ship. And I do have a Tumblr that's dedicated to that ship. And I'm even kind of taking charge of the Applespike fan group on DeviantArt. Because, that person who took over couldn't have. I mean, I guess she had a busy life. Me, you know, I thought, where the fuck not? It was an honor. So yeah, I took the responsibility, and occasionally somebody will, post artwork, and I will accept it. Um, but yeah, here's a little here is a side note, uh, which I guess not everybody knows about this, but I keep looking at the side. Should be looking at the side. I keep looking at the side. Okay. Side note. Originally, Rarity wasn't the one that Spike was gonna fall in love with. It was supposed to be Fluttershy, and I find that very cute, and it makes more sense. I honestly think it makes more sense for Spike to fall in love with Fluttershy, because I think her kindness is enough to I mean, to me that would make more sense. Hell, anybody's better than Rarity, I guess. Not to piss off any Spike and Rarity fans or Disparity. I do ship Splight. I do ship Rarity, Pinkie Pie and Rarity. I think it's called Rarity Pie, which I love. I love the way they interact with each other. They interact with each other beautifully, and their humor is beautiful. It's like Ethel and Lucy from I Love Lucy. Last season, they constantly made fucking episodes with Pinkie and Rarity, and anybody who ships those two must be happy as hell, because and I'm really hoping that they would write another Pinky. I mean another Spike and Applejack, because I really think those two have potential as characters and to interact with each other very well together. I feel that way. I feel that Spike and Applejack can actually become a couple because the way they interact with each other, they can benefit each other by helping each other, talking to each other. Both of them actually care about each other. I really do think they would actually make a good family oriented couple. But that's just me. That's me. And anybody who ships those guys. I really feel passionately that they are a perfect couple. Um, but yeah, I do occasionally ship Rainbow Dash and Spike. Um, but I've been leaning towards Dash and Mac. You know, Rainbow Dash and Big Macintosh. Um, I did do a music video on YouTube for Applespike, but YouTube cut off the Eagles music, so I just deleted it. I do have it on my Tumblr, so it's not really lost. So, but like I said, this is mostly like a discussion. If you want to discuss about Applespike, go ahead and like talk to me on the comments. You know, just be cool about it. If you're really into that stuff, if you're really into Applespike, great, man. I'd like to discuss that. Another side note is that I do ship Stevie Dot, Steven, and Peridot, and that is something that Tumblr users would just grab you and crucify your ass. And that's the thing about these chicks, and they're mostly chicks. Not even the brony community bashes and tells other people to kill themselves. Uh, you know what I mean? I mean, even the brony community is a lot more cooler and outgoing. Um, don't know why I mentioned that, but you know, just putting on my comparison there. I guess I'll have to go. This is Cobra Cat Commander signing out. I will do more. I will do more videos on this. I'll see you all later.